Okay, today I'm going to show you just a basic snare for squirrels. You can't use this on rabbits, remember. You need a larger scale for rabbits, for one, and for two, rabbits are too intelligent to fall for this snare. Right, first you need two kind of, I don't really go for L-shaped when I cut the wood myself. I go for kind of a J shape, as like this. Go for two of these. This one's seasons, it's an old one I had to use for the video. But like this, make sure they've got a sharp point at either end. And just make sure it's about 3, possibly even more, 3 inches either hook here. Which this would be at ground level, so this, let's say this is ground level, this stick here. This would be ground level, like this. Alright, so you need 2 of them, like this. A good, I don't know, 20-30 centimetres long. You want to make sure that the top of these are flat and they're quite durable to being hammered. You need another piece about almost the same length, I suppose. The sharp point on the end, like this. Also a groove notch cut in the side. You also need another piece, which is, yet again, roughly the same size, with just a notch in either side. And how you do that is you just carve that side and keep doing it to get kind of a slow kind of curved dip into the wood. You now have quite a long thinner piece of hazel. I'm using hazel, which is similar to birch, but I'm using hazel, and I'll just clip the little bits of wood off here, which I'm going to continue now. All the others I prepared before, so I wasn't talking all day and possibly even boring you. But this is quite a good little snare to check out. It's quite handy, it's quite resourceful, you can use it easily if you're out. There's plenty of sticks you can use around with this, but they need to be a good size for you to actually to go in the ground and hammer. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a notch just slightly offset of the middle down like this, so you push down, and this blade is from Poundland. It's quite a good little tool as well. It's better than my knife. It's more sharper for when it comes sharper, and it stays sharper for longer. It's got a nice chunky, comfortable handle. Anyway, I'm going at an angle, go straight down, and it leaves a bit of a curve. If you're not going particularly with knives, make sure it's quite sharp, because there is a riddle, or well, not a riddle, but there was a saying that a blunt knife is worse than a sharp, because you put more effort into a blunt knife trying to carve and carve and carve. If you do slip, you will cut yourself because there is still a blade. You'll cut yourself quite badly. But with a sharper knife, you only need to do it gently because it's easier to carve. If you see where I'm coming from there. Right, around the bottoms of these, it needs to be rounded off. But I'll show you my second video, which this is going to be a part 1 and part 2. And possibly in a part 3, I'll test this outside and show you how this works. Possibly, which most likely be actually, because you need to know how it works. But these videos won't be too long at time; they'll be quite short. But I'll show you the finished product at the end when they're all chipped off and properly sorted out. Right, around this end, all you need now is just a small piece of hazel, about a cigarette size. If you got just a bit more than a cigarette round size, if you don't really know how round that is, about that round. So about, not really sure to be honest, so I was going to measure it. If I've got a ruler available at me at the moment, sorry about that. I'm not really sure. Just look at your baby finger if you're under 18, about that round, or your middle finger, possibly even your thumb. But it just depends how much length you've got on the hooks here for this piece to move under another piece of wood. But I'll show you how all of this works in my second video, part 2. So yeah, these are all the bits and bobs and pieces you need. You can go out and cut these if you have permission from the farmer or wherever, or your back garden, or if you have your own land, you can go cut this. I cut it with just this. Well, a hell of a good tool this is. You can get your own one from the shop's brand new, but I got this second hand, a card boot actually. It was on for £2, so I got it for £1.50, bargain with a guy. It's not a bad little tool, it's quite sharp, got a bit of blade on it. You need This is quite an old-fashioned design one. Now these ones have to clip out and they slide out and they have a metal clip. That's neat. It's just a screw-in cap. And you just hold your piece of wood and just give it hell. It's for bigger wood. And it's a very good toy. It's very handy. It's lasted me quite a long time and very pleased with it. So yeah, that's my first video of just the wood you need and a couple of notches. But I'll go into more detail further on in my part 2. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in part 2. Bye.